Motion to open after that. Yes.
I move to open, or no, we're gonna do this first?
Yeah. Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now we can have a motion to open, please.
Motion to open.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
So we shut the door, I guess
Do we have a motion to go into
we're gonna,
executive session?
we need a motion to go into executive session.
Yeah.
First, yeah.
So I move that the board pursuant to general laws, chapter 30A, section 21A6, to consider the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of interest in real property, the public discussion of which may have a detrimental impact on the negotiating position of the board, and to pursuant to general laws, chapter 30A, section 21A2, to conduct contract negotiations with non-union personnel, namely the fire chief.
And the board will reconvene in open session after executive session.
Okay.
That
And we
was the
need a roll
motion. We
call
need a
vote?
Second.
We second.
Do we need a roll
Now
call
we need a
vote?
roll call vote.
Alicia Greco, yes?
Patrick Heffernan, yes.
Bill DeMayo, yes?
Leslie Matthews, yes?
Okay. So, we're going into executive session.
I understand.
You have to vacate.
I was prepared for that.
Okay. And on your way out, please shut the door.
Don't let it hit you
Don't
on the
let it
way
hit
Can I
out.
leave this stuff here?
Sure, yeah. you can leave it there.
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you, Mark. Good. Yes, if you go that door to the right.
Okay. Does it matter which camera I point this at?
So you just click on the X,
Yep.
is my understanding, but like I said, if you wanna give me a thumb drive, I will put it up on the board for you.
I'll sit down. Well, I think we can put this one low.
Save this to the.
This has got the more detail on it.
What do you need?
Hi, Bill.
Thumb, if you need 'em.
You salt? I can't stand putting these on the wall. They sit right in the back and hang over so they don't fall in. Hang over back in the bed.
I've heard that.
They were in my,
Oh, no.
they were in my dog cookies, so I'll just warn you. They're dog cookie flavor.
Here we are, Joy.
Thank you.
And I can show you.
Help yourself, yeah.
Once you get it plugged in, you can just look for the folder with today's date.
With today's,
I like the winter rain.
today
Right on
is
the top.
127, perfect.
And I think I would just open the presentation plan and sheet
I had a
18.
lifesavers there for a while. Those are
Sheet
good.
18. I think we should.
Yes, that's the one with the details on the connection. Perfect.
Yeah, we did talk about that. Yeah.
Thanks, John.
Please, I think we should dismiss this.
I think we should do that. I think we should, let's
Public comment.
open.
We said when we, we said we open after executive session. I don't think we need a motion to do
Do
that.
we need to open? We're open,
No,
right?
you already opened,
Yeah.
yeah, you already opened in your,
Right,
before the executive session.
right. Okay.
Okay.
Public comment. Receive oral communications from members of the public. Members of the public may address the select board for up to 3 minutes. The select board shall not engage in discussion on topics raised during public comment, but may choose to add the topic to a future agenda. This agenda segment will be limited to 15 minutes unless extended at the discretion of the chair. And before I look for public comment, I intend to do something out of sequence to go to old business. So if your public comment was about easements.
Plum Island Beach Nourishment
Right,
Project.
reserve it for when we get to that agenda item, we'll do it out of sequence. If you have a public comment for anything but easements, feel free to come to the podium. Okay. So now we'll skip into old business. Discussion, well, I'll read the agenda item. Discussion and vote to accept all easements granted for the Plum Island Beach Nourishment Project as authorized by the October 27, 2009 special town meeting. See property addresses attached. And this is what I would like to say about that. Jeff, sitting up here, probably has the most experience of anyone on the board about what transpired in that time period. Lisa's given us a tremendous package of documents, 5 pounds of which we're looking at. We have to look at it, we have to take it under advisement, take it under consideration. Lisa's gonna gather some more information, and what we discussed in an executive session is to have a public meeting on February 10th to invite the people who are concerned to be here with us, with Lisa, and to go through what we need to talk about in a mutually respectful way. Mark,
So-
if you have anything to,
I do, actually, thank you, Bill. I'll be brief, because I,
no, come up and introduce yourself and
Oh,
name and address
okay.
and.
you mind if I take the sign down here? So
Not at all.
Thank you. So hello, folks, and hello to all of you, please. My name is Mark Sarkady. I'm the president of the Plum Island Foundation and have been since its founding in 2007. I've lived on Plum Island since 1984. And I love living on Plum Island and I love living in Newbury. The specific reason I'm here tonight is to ask you, as I think you know from my letter that you all received, to postpone a decision number 1, which it sounds like you're going to do pending further dialogue. Is that correct, Mr.
Yes.
Chairman? Secondly, to ask for 3 things. I'm asking for a specific meeting with the stakeholders on Plum Island, As some of you know, I lead that group of stakeholders. And 26 people, I think it was, or a lot more than that, signed no trespass notices last summer, which were intended to prevent the over-fencing on the beach. As you may recall, there was widespread public sentiment in favor of this. And this attempt by the state would actually reverse that. I won't go into all the facts and all the rest of that, we'll take that up at a later point. But the specific reason I'm asking for a meeting with the Plum Island property owners on the beachfront is their concerns will be different than a general public meeting. They will also have more knowledge of the situation. Many of them were here actually in 2008, and during the dredge. So that's the first thing I'm requesting, and I would be happy to organize such a meeting of people. People that, by the way, have been asking me for a meeting to discuss this. That's number one. Number two, I'm asking for a thorough, and I think probably in addition to the work of Attorney Mead, I'm asking for an outside thorough legal review to give the town an outside opinion of the legal situation. As I mentioned in my letter, I'm watching the time. Number one, these easements would have to be accepted by public town meeting. As it stands, only the 2 eminent domain easements were accepted in the town meeting, not all the other easements. So that's the first deficiency. So I believe that means you can't actually accept them unless the town has a meeting to accept them, I'm not sure. Secondly, they weren't filed properly. Thirdly, at the time, some of you may recall, we lost houses into the ocean that year. And when we went to, and the Plum Island Foundation was actually involved in working with the Army Corps, our congressional delegation, et cetera. At the point that we did that, we were required to sign these easements. Some of us on the island believe that was a form of extortion. Some of us believe it was unconstitutional, and there are some people who are currently investigating that with a set of lawyers. So anyway, again, we'll debate the issues later on. I'm just trying to bring those to your attention and asking that a thorough legal review with an outside eye give Lisa some additional things to think about. And thirdly, we actually have a Plum Island working group, which you folks formed, with 3 of your members, I believe, and myself and a few other people, Bob Connors. And that group actually, Mr. Chairman, is familiar with the issues over things historically. And so I'd ask that you refer at least to look at the issues to that group and come back to you with a recommendation or some further information. So that's specifically what I'm asking. As I said, I will organize the meeting to assist you. I thank you for allowing me to speak tonight. I would just let you know I sent out a notice to 105 of our people on the island this afternoon at 12 noon. I got almost 10 emails back of support thanking me for being here with you. A couple of my colleagues received phone calls, so we altogether received about 20 messages of support today. So I just offer that to you, and I'm asking you to work with us, please, to do this the right way. Thank you very much.
Mark, thanks very much for
Thank you.
coming up and articulating all that. And as you say, it's all documented in the letter you sent. And we're taking it under consideration.
Oh, we ask quick
Could I
questions,
mention-
we ask questions, or?
Yeah, because it's the agenda item, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Feel free
no,
to-
specific to what you raised, just, cause I think, we discussed having a public meeting, I think we have to have a public meeting, we can't have only a meeting on Plum Island.
Yes.
But when your vision of a meeting on Plum Island, with the are you envisioning that being a public meeting as well? I mean, it wouldn't be simply only for residents of Plum Island, right?
We could do it as you wish, Patrick. You know, I'd be willing to be flexible to you. I do know we probably get pretty big participation from the folks
Right.
on the island.
Right.
You know, it's like the difference between the egg and the pig, and the egg and the chicken, you know. The egg goes on, but the chicken gets fried, you know, so the people on Plum Island feel they're the ones that are gonna get fried. I do have a request, Mr. Chairman, and maybe it's not possible. But I think myself and some of the people I would bring would be important to that public meeting. I'm currently scheduled to be in Pittsburgh that entire week. Is there any flexibility on when that meeting might occur?
February 10th?
Yes,
That
I'm in
date?
Pittsburgh from February 8th till February 12th, or 11th maybe.
Can we do it the 3rd, 17th? I know that they're typically second and,
I have a question about a venue. I mean, how many people are you thinking of? Because I don't know if we have a place big enough.
Well, I don't know, but let me say that until I wrote people today, no one on the island knew this was going on. And your agenda was, I know it's posted, but you know, people don't go to the site to see the agenda. That's why I mentioned to you that literally over 20 people contacted us today. I'd anticipate 20 to 40 to 50 people at such a meeting. People are quite concerned.
You know what, though? It's going to be kind of a working relationship with the people on Plum Island, and now the way the town is getting looped into this, Mark,
I agree,
with penalties,
I agree.
that, you know, maybe a meeting where everyone's there and everyone can hear what everyone has to say has a real strong merit.
I understand that,
I
Jeff, and I
think-
accept that.
I think there's value in holding it here because we can broadcast on TV.
Whatever your request is, that's fine. Is it possible we can move from the 10th so I don't have to fly back that afternoon to fly back the next morning to Pittsburgh?
Yeah, we can do it, 17th. We'll do the
Thank you very
17th.
kindly. I will put it in my calendar. And by the way, thank you for moving the old business agenda up. I really appreciate that.
5:30.
Yeah,
Five-
5, we'd like to do it
5:30.
at 5, like to start at 5:30.
5:30
Okay?
here.
Not 7 o'clock, right?
And so may I tell people on the island that is going to be happening?
I think that, Mr. Chair, I think that we have a list of residents that, have easements that we're discussing. I think that Joy, could we ask Joy to reach out to these people individually? So they hear it from us, and then you can also spread the word too, but I
Sure.
think we want to hear them, they want to hear them.
Are those
I think they
all?
should be invited by
Are
us.
they all up to date?
I'm
Those
gonna,
might be old
Well,
names.
all the
But if you
assessor
go
will
in-
have the current.
Yeah, if you,
Well, I don't know if you need it, but if you need it, I have current lists and I have stuff like that.
we'll work with the assessor.
Yeah.
That's fine. But, so we'll plan 5:30, 17th. So Alicia, I'm fine to let you do it first. I understand why you would wanna do that. Could someone trigger me? I will wait for you. Could someone tell me when you're done?
Done with what?
Well,
Setting
I have
notices.
105 people waiting to
Oh.
hear from me about
Oh,
what
no,
happened
you-
tonight.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, you can do that. Yeah, but they're also gonna hear from
Yeah.
us. They don't
Okay,
have to
fine.
wait to hear from us.
I'm just trying to be respectful.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right, thank you. Anything else?
Okay, Mark.
Thank you all very much. Thank you for a chance to be spoken and heard.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for your wisdom, I might add as well.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
You as well. Thank you, and you, Mr. Chairman, as well.
Hi. All right, back up to the top to, only remarks from the chair I'm gonna make is that, we're definitely having a meeting here Saturday, the 31st of January at 10 o'clock. It's not here, it's down in the Council on Aging. And that's, to review the space needs study that, the Council on Aging has put together, their ad hoc committee has put together. Copies of it, like I said last time, should be available in the Council on Aging, at the library, at Town Hall, and it's online at the town portion of the website, and the Council on Aging portion of the website as well. So it's an education to, how the study was done, what it was all about, and what they looked at, and
What time again?
it's at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
10 o'clock. And we really want input. I mean, Damon had open meetings when they put this plan together, or this study together, I should say. He had open meetings, and I'm not sure how much participation he had from the public, but this is the chance for people who want to comment, criticize, embellish, whatever, to show up face to face and put it on the table and have it all be open for discussion. New business. Proposed improvements to town-owned land at 34 Central Street.
Thank you for waiting.
Yes.
No
It was a
problem.
long time.
No problem at all. Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. My name is Christian Smith. I'm an engineer with Beals Associates. And here representing the applicant, now owner of this particular property at 34 Central Street, Jerry Welch is with us. He is from, I never say this correctly, Jerry, MHOC LLC. They have now taken ownership of the property at the corner of Central Court and Central Street. So a quick overview of how we got there. I did provide a memo in my submittal, but I'll just briefly go through it. So we were going through with the planning board. There was concern about sight distance, particularly to the southeast, in leaving the proposed entrance to this development, which is the first project in the town under the MBTA zoning. It's going to result in 44 townhouse condominiums, varying configuration. We've got some 3-plexes, 4-plexes, and 5-plexes. Anyway, the site distance issue between our traffic consultant and the municipal traffic consultant caused the board to contemplate, well, how do we improve this? They came up with the idea of having a one-way in entrance, and then a connector road to Central Court. Then the thought process went through some more refining, and then it became a discussion of this very angular existing intersection of Central Court and Central Street. Could that be improved on? And because of the, I'm sorry if I'm blocking you folks out.
I have it on my phone.
There was plenty of room within the municipal right-of-way to do a small vertical horizontal curve in that location, essentially make the intersection of Central Court and Central Street 90 degrees, as perpendicular as we could get it. And so that is the proposal that we bring forward to you tonight. We did receive planning board approval in November and have been working through other things with the Byfield Water District, going through Conservation Commission specific to the stormwater and wetland crossing that would result from this connector road, which would be the exit for the entire property. And obviously, we've had input from emergency response, fire, police, and everybody seems on board with it, but obviously we can't really propose off-site improvements without your folks' input and authorization. So very quickly, we'll go through, there's a crosswalk here. There will be improvements to the sidewalk through this location, addition of ADA compliant ramps, again, across the proposed new intersection of Central Court and Central Street, a striped crosswalk. There will be crosswalk flashing, they call them RGBs, which basically it tells traffic headed in the direction of that intersection that there could be pedestrians crossing the street. And in addition to that, and this is what the RRFB looks like. That's on the plan. And then we also provided you with essentially the speed monitoring signs that the police chief requested we propose. And those just tell you what your speed is, reminds you of what the speed limit is, tells you to slow down. And he said those have actually been very effective at reducing high rates of speed through the areas where they actually have them functional. So we do have those proposed at locations, one here and then one down here, where again, he suggested and recommended, excuse me, yes, I'm thinking of the fire chief, and recommended those particular locations. So that's the long and short of it. And again, you know, the sidewalk improvement will continue down with a proposed ramp at this location, an ADA ramp at this location, and again, a painted crosswalk for pedestrians across the new entrance aisle into the property. So with that, I'd be happy to address any questions. If you folks have any comments, we would be happy to answer them.
It makes more sense than just having the only enter exit in one direction. When I sat on the planning board, there was a gas station that wanted to go in primarily on the other side of the road. But that, the layout of the road itself was the determining factor on why it didn't get approved, because of for safety issues.
Sure.
So this makes a lot more sense, that, you know, the traffic would be just one way or the other.
Right, one way in, one way out.
looking at, what you've come up with myself, I think it's a far better plan than, the typical,
The single exit entrance.
the typical street that you would enter in on, so,
And it eliminates the concern for sight distance, looking in the southeasterly direction on Central Street when you're pulling out from what is now the proposed entrance lane.
just, the location it's like one of the busier streets in town, and it also is, in the very close proximity of where the highway is, so it's one of the more heavily traveled in our metropolis.
Any other questions?
No, I reviewed it, I like it, I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be an improvement.
We have three people from the planning group here in the background. Kristen's here and Peter and Woody Knight. You obviously felt good about it. You said you gave it the stamp of approval. Or do you have anything you'd like to say about it?
Take a second to get there, I apologize.
Take your time, Woody.
Thank you, Christian, for your presentation. Sure. It was very accurate to the timeline of when we came to the solution. And through all the traffic reports and consulting, having a two-way, one-way, having the two-way initially proposed, it was further up the street towards the corner. And what happens is, both traffic consultants agreed that it was the minimal sightline there. And it's a 35-mile-an-hour zone, but a lot of people, they found that their traveling speeds there were 37, 38, 39 miles an hour. And I don't know if anyone can relate, but you come off the highway, you've been going 60 and you're in highway mode coming off the highway. So people move right along through there. It's kind of a blind corner. For the sightline, if you looked at the traffic reports, you can see the shaded areas in it. It was minimal distance. It was only passed by a couple feet. So by having where the two-way was proposed, it's probably right on that map. I should probably be pointing at it. By having the two-way proposed, you're turning out there, and that's where the danger lies in my mind. So having that just one way, you turn in. It's a lot safer for cars going in either direction on Central Street. And then you come out onto Central Court, the exit, and you have to stop at a stop sign. And by that being squared up is an improvement for everyone that lives on Central Court, in my opinion. Because they've been dealing with the angle since it was built.
Right.
And you really have to look hard left to look at cars coming from the highway. And if you're going to the highway, you really have to look, and then it'll solve a lot of problems there, having that squared up. And it will have, it will also facilitate this development, MBTA development, because it'll be safer line of sight looking in both directions, and you'll be squared up to Central Street. So, and I'd be happy to answer any other questions, and I don't know if Pete has any other points. Good.
First, Pete Pecos, Planning Board, thanks for your attention to this matter. You know, it took a lot to put the pieces together over months with this development. Ideal lines of sites are now being proposed, which is the key. It's a safety issue. Police are very happy that they'll have two approaches, more importantly, to this area. You know, we're very proud that we were the first community in Essex County to have an MBTA community approval and site, and this will fit what we're trying to achieve. We're also going to get some affordable units out of this. So we've been working with the development team to help shape and cultivate this. So we endorse this unanimously. So,
Great.
thanks.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Woody.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you, Woody.
Anyone, any questions?
No, I think it's an improvement, so.
Huge.
Okay, let's have a motion.
I move to accept the proposed improvements to the town-owned land at 34 Central Street and allow these changes to be made.
Any discussion?
No?
Having none, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? None. Christian, thank you.
Thank you very much, folks.
Mr. Welch, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Good luck with your project.
Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot.
Are you gonna have a nice groundbreaking ceremony?
Contemplating that, yeah. When the weather gets better.
When there's ground to be seen again?
Not till we get the chickens out of there.
Oh, boy, yeah. I
So you
know.
can combine it and have a barbecue at the same time.
All right, we have a review and approve a new 2026 business license. It's a used car dealer's license, Class 2. Tarzan Salai, doing business as Cargo Max Incorporated at 86 Newburyport Turnpike. You're here to do this?
Yes, hello everybody, hello Chairman, members of the board. My name is Eric Salai. My father is Tarzan Salai, he's the owner. I'm the general manager of Cargo Max. We have been dealing with vehicles for about 11 years now. We've been selling mostly to other dealers. We come across a lot of nice stuff with low miles that we'd like to retail to the public. Some of the trucks, vans that we're dealing with have less than 12,000 miles on them, so they're very, very good condition vehicles. We're aiming for dealing with other businesses, so there'll be commercial vehicles, cargo vans, pickup trucks, small utility trucks. It's a small operation. My father will be basically overseeing the day-to-day operations. I'll be the general manager. And then I have a younger brother that does sales, so we've been looking at a couple properties, and this one fit the zoning. This one fit the location. A lot of our customers come from New Hampshire and Maine, so we wanted to be Massachusetts where we know all the laws and regulations, but still have access to our client base that's up north.
Thank you. Any questions?
Whereabouts is
A
86?
I need a motion.
Motion to accept.
Second.
Now discussion, Leslie.
Whereabouts does 86 sit on the turnpike? I'm just trying to.
It's on Route 1. It is part of a property. It has 5 or 6 buildings on it. I'm not so familiar with Newbury yet, but it is about 10 minutes from here.
Any other questions?
I think I know where it is. Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Hearing none. Congratulations.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck.
Thank you, everybody.
Lisa, thank you very much.
Thank you, Lisa.
Lisa.
We'll see in the end.
All right, we have a review and approve 2026 business license renewals. The first one is general business, John Siemens, doing business as Sculpture by Beverly Siemens at 2 Newman Road.
Second.
Any discussion? If not, no one's here to represent. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone
Aye.
opposed? Hearing none, it's approved. General business, Robin Davies, doing business as Parker River Dental at 3 Kent Way. Are you Robin?
Motion to approve.
No.
Robin's not here.
I'm gonna recuse myself from this because she's my dentist.
Me too.
Motion to approve.
Second.
No questions to be asked. All those in favor?
Aye.
And 2 people recused. Parking lot, David Williamson, doing business as Plum Island Enterprises at 3 Northern Boulevard.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? Hearing none, it's approved. Old business we did,
We did the first subject.
yeah, the first
So,
one.
Mr. Chairman, would you like a motion to execute the employment contract between the town of Newbury and the deputy police chief?
Perfect.
Is there a second?
Second.
Does anyone have a question? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? None. Approved.
And would you like a motion to execute the employment contract as submitted between the town of Newbury and the fire chief?
Second.
Any questions, any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? Hearing none, that's approved. 25 High Road Historical Significance Inquiry.
Motion to approve 25 High Road Historical Significance Inquiry. Getting a little dry here.
It's just an inquiry, right?
We have to vote on it anyway.
We need a second.
Second.
Now discussion. There's not a copy in the package.
I didn't see that, yeah.
Of the historic preservation.
I don't
Not the inquiry.
Yeah, not the grant, just
think so.
chapter 65.
Wasn't that, you were considering the demolition delay bylaw?
Yeah,
And
yeah, it essentially is a demolition bylaw.
I'm from the
65.
historical commission, so I'm just here to see what you guys are
Oh, okay.
talking about.
I mean, for the town to do anything with 25, we have a motion second, right?
Yeah.
We're in discussion. For the town to do anything with 25 High Road, we have to file, according to the bylaw, a demolition inquiry to determine if there's anything of historic nature at 25 High Road. We can't move that building, we can't demolish that building, we can't do renovations to it until that inquiry is completed. I think the bylaw classically says it takes 6 months.
I think it's 9 months.
6 or 9 months to do that. So this is not to say, that vote is not to say we're doing this to demolish the building. This is to start that process to look to determine if there is anything of historical nature in that building.
So that was never done before, Teresa?
No, you had talked about it, I can't remember when Joy
July
had.
25th, 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same bylaw was discussed and it's under the procedures 65-4.
But you just tabled it at the end of the discussion, you didn't move forward with it.
Do we have any, has anything, does the town have any, did Mass Historical ever look at this?
I thought it was on one of the registers, so it's like, I think it's already like logged somewhere.
25 High Road?
The great, the old, the
The old building?
station?
Yeah, yeah.
Could I get your name for the?
Rebecca Fuller from the Historical
Thank you.
Commission.
I thought someone from Mass
You have a
Historical
report
came
from
out.
them.
Yeah.
I remember you were chair at the time. You had a
Yeah, I
report.
remember bringing this, and I don't know why we tabled it, but I strongly, I felt then, and I feel the same way now. If there's any historical significance to that building, it needs to be preserved.
Right, well, that's my concern, like, I'm all for it being kept up and renovated, and maybe if you had to do something to it, but like, not.
But I think the problem lies that we can't do anything like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying, like, if that's the goal, then, you know, we got flagged, we're like, whoa, what's happening? Cause we didn't want it to be like, alright, they're gonna, you know, bulldoze it and,
No, we
something
can't do
else.
that.
Right.
The bylaw says that, but you guys need to take a look at it.
oh, we have, I'm sure, we can, I'll bring this up with, but just, that's why I'm here to kind of figure out.
Yeah.
We definitely have it on one of the registers, so like,
So,
It's part of the historic district.
right. So,
yeah,
so that would be great. So I believe the town has an old, Tracy will go look it up and send it over to the historic commission so you can see that document.
okay.
Yeah.
Who's the chair of the commission right now?
Channing.
Channing is, okay.
So I think that, you know, we have a historical, historic preservation bylaw for a reason. I think it's imperative that we use it.
So the vote is going to be to process that request.
Yeah, there's a lot of history behind the building,
Right.
even prior to the location where it's at right now. I think it was, I don't know if it was built on, was that built on site, Jeff, or was it moved from a different location?
Do you guys know?
That I'm not sure, but I'm not as well briefed on this building as the others.
There was a
Okay.
fire there and it burned.
Right, and I know it was, I don't know though if it was moved from another location and put there, but I know it was built after the fire. Okay. So that's all. I just
So,
wanted to pay attention to what
We'll
was
be
happening.
kicking it to you guys, well, after we vote.
So any more questions, any more discussion? All those in favor of kicking this process off?
Aye.
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 Anyone opposed?
Joy, aye for me too. I know you didn't hear me.
I did not.
Hearing none, it's approved, so
So it was unanimous?
yes. Thanks very much for
Yeah.
coming to help us out.
It will be interesting to see the information that the commission comes up with as far as its historical value.
Oh, we definitely think it is valuable.
Because it has been a sore spot of discussion over decades, or at least a decade, that
Well, it'd be nice
what
if
to
it could
do-
be
what to
utilized
do
for
with it.
something and not just be sitting there is another aspect. Like, we don't want houses to just
So we have all kinds of documents that relate to that, air quality, it will get you everything, and you guys can look through it all. That would be great. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you for your representation tonight.
Yep, no problem.
Okay, meeting updates. Patrick, anything?
No, not since the last time.
DCC coming up, I think.
DCC on Thursday of this week.
Yeah.
I didn't get the I don't recall seeing it in my email, but DCC is.
It's actually here, I think,
It is.
Yeah, it was verified today, the emails
What,
are out.
6:30?
6:30.
Okay.
Alicia, any meeting updates?
Not for me.
Leslie?
No.
Jeffrey?
The only, I'm gonna backtrack just a little bit, and you've already spoken of it, but I think it's worth repeating to get the word out there and encourage people to attend Saturday's meeting with the COA, so that
Bless you.
people can get out there and we understand what they're looking at, and they understand what information has already been gathered for them.
Yep.
I've been pushing.
Good, thank you. Myself, I went to the MMA Connect 351 event in Boston and spent the better part of Friday and half of Saturday there. If anyone is interested on the board of joining MMA in terms of one of the committees, you can volunteer to do that. There's 4 different committees that they have, planning committees, and if you are interested, just let me know, or you can just make your MMA contacts.
Yeah, I was on the policy committee, I was on the fiscal policy committee, then I was on the personnel committee, but I'm coming off both now.
So I did have an occasion when we had the select board meeting, part of it, to present the chart that Alicia always waves around about Triton, expensive Triton, what we get for chapter 70 money,
Nothing.
nothing. And I modified it a little bit, well, I didn't modify it, I kind of added to it. So the green line is like chapter 70 contribution at the bottom. And the yellow, the blue, rising is what the taxpayers have been funding, making up the difference.
So the chapter 70 is for people that don't understand that, that's the state, what the state pays. 2002, it was up here. 2025, it's down here, so it's less money,
So the state's been paying less money and we've been paying more money.
and it
That's
falls
because
on the town.
the formula is broken and we have promises that it's being looked at, it'll be changed.
Yeah.
Let's see, the governor was there, the lieutenant governor was there, they proudly announced that there'll be in their budget more money for chapter 90 for road repair type activity, bridges, and chapter 70, but you know, having more money being available in the budget is one thing, but the way it's allocated
That's the
doesn't get
difference.
it to us, that's the sore spot.
It gives, mostly gateway communities even more money than they already get.
And we're not alone in that
No,
situation, not at
No, no.
all, not at all.
it's getting to be a fuller boat too.
Yeah. Okay, next is
T-shirts made.
review and approve meeting minutes.
I move that we approve our
Second.
meeting minutes of January 2026.
Second.
All those, any discussion about the minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motions for
abstain, I wasn't
warrants?
Motion to sign warrants?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 And a
Motion to
motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. All right, thanks very much.
We have fans.